In this video, I'm at the Royal Police and Fire Games in Calgary, Canada. This was in 1993. And when we got there, they had a welcoming party at the Calgary Canadian Football League Stadium. And they had a surprise guest to be there. And you were not allowed on the field. Competitors had to stay in the seats, as did everybody else. But being a little more adventurous, I decided to go down in the field, and I walked down like I owned the place, my professional camera and everything. So they thought I was a reporter, and sat right on the edge of the field. I was thinking it was Celine Dion, because it was going to be a Canadian famous person. Well, out of the car when they pulled up in the field was Michelle Wright. She's a real famous country western singer from Canada on her own right, if you excuse the terms. And so when she came on the field, she started singing, and I stood up, walked over to her, took my hat off and did a curtsy, kneeled down on one knee and kissed her hand right in front of the whole crowd. Of course, the police chief of the department was a little embarrassed. With most World Police Fire Games, I happen to do something fun. Some people don't take fun as much as other people. And she raised her hands after she got kissed, and the whole crowd roared and cheered. It was a fun time at the World Police and Fire Games. So here we go. That was a fun day. In this video, this was in '95. I was training for the World Police and Fire Games in Australia. It was February in Colorado, up at high elevation on my property. The video was shot by the local Channel 13 news station. And it was really, really cold. Then we had to go to Australia. It was 104 degrees to compete. And I competed in many, many venues. Ended up getting 5 medals. And like I said, this is a copy of a copy. I just made a copy onto a DVD from a VHS using a device. But I can't get the video directly off the DVD to my computer, so I'm recording it with my video camera. So let's go ahead and start.
During the festival, and they're also available through Ticketmaster. While the Olympians are training for the festival, One Springs police officer is taking aim at the police and fire games next month in Australia. Henry Hill is one of 7,000 officers who will compete down under. Hill is in the Olympic shooting competition. As News 13's Ron Zwerin reports, hitting a target from distances of up to 900 yards is tougher than it may seem.
Timing, control, and patience. That's what it takes for Henry Hill to be successful. He is one of the more accurate shooters in the world. He has 4 medals to prove it. And next month, Hill will take his guns, ammo, and skill to Australia to compete in the police and fire games.
I try to work on the control and all my basic techniques as best as possible, shoot as small groups as possible. And that way I'm not playing a numbers game or a head game with myself. It's just me and the bullseye and control my body. And when I get there, scores will fall where they may.
Hill practices at his home near Divide. He has an obstacle course set up, complete with targets he rarely misses. Sometimes skill and practice are not enough. There are other factors that play a role in whether Henry will be successful. For instance, if the wind is blowing and Henry is aiming at a target, that wind might cause him to move the gun a bit from left to right, causing him to miss. And one miss can mean losing the entire match.
Unfortunately, we're having our winter in Australia in the middle of their summer. So we have windy conditions and it's quite cold. So we have a few disadvantages compared to the boys down under. But that can be an advantage as well because it prepares you mentally tough.
Hill says his mental toughness is what separates him from other competitors. He says his goal is to come from down under with top honors in every category. Ron Zwerin, News 13.
And that sort of competition can be costly. Hill says he's looking for a sponsor. If you'd like to help, you can contact Officer Hill by paging him. The number is 389-2245. Still ahead on you.